We really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weeping and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah.
Yo, the JBT is back at you with another raffle. This time we be giving away an iPad, 10th generation iPad, on entertainment in the pocket of your hand. So you wonder, how do you get this iPad? It's only $10. We giving away block specials for all our prizes this time around. $10 per entry, 3 entries for just $25 to get you in this time. Who don't love a block special? Not only are we giving away an iPad, but it's more gifts. Who don't love gifts? Gifts on top of gifts. Send that money, JBT Network 1, JBT Network 1, JBT Network 1. Now, what you say is the other prizes now? We linked up with Kenichi Bear. Noise canceling headphones from the young brother straight from Baltimore, Maryland. So, if you want an addition to your $10, you get a secondary prize if you don't win the first prize. And then, don't forget, we got more. Don't win the first prize, don't win the second prize. Who don't need an air fryer? We're giving away a Ninja air fryer. Get your food right, eat healthy, get right. All on the JBT. $10 once again. I'll get you all of this. Your chance is golden. You got to be in it to win it. If you ain't in it, you don't get no prize. $10, JBT Network 1. Good luck. It's on you.
Yo, rise and grind. It's the Coffee and Donut Show with yours truly, the grumpiest OG, the grumpy OG, the greatest man alive, whatever you want to call me. Just don't call me collect. It's your boy, Crest the Legend. Welcome to this morning's episode of Coffee and Donut with Grown Ups, hosted by yours truly, me and the whole BVO gang. Shout out to everybody that's coming in this morning. Now, I know there is a fight going on this morning. Monster anyway fighting Doheny, but they ain't fighting yet. So what you need right now, you need that perk, you need that pickup, you need that wake me up. There ain't nobody gonna wake y'all behinds up like I do, baby. Radio Raheem ain't got no Crush the Legend, man. Listen, I got the voice that moves mountains, and y'all be moving with me because y'all solid as mountains. But man, hey, I want to talk about what we going to speak on this morning's episode of Coffee and Donuts. And we serving today's servings, baby, since it's Tuesday. Man, we talking throwback fights. That's what we serving this morning. We serving coffee and donuts, throwback fight style. Now, it doesn't matter how old you are. If you in here, salute to everybody that's in here. I will get to your names in a little bit. But it doesn't matter how old you are. If you've been watching boxing for as long as you've been watching boxing, I'm pretty sure there's a fight that may be considered a throwback classic. Now, this show is not about you just start talking about fights that just took. No, we're not doing that. Just any type of fight. We talk about throwback fights, not because they happened back in the day, but it's what actually makes the throwback a classic. That makes the classic throwback is what took place. The two athletes, the two warriors that got in the ring and made this great memory, these memories that we can never forget, that we speak on. That's what I'm talking about. Throwback. When we talk throwback, you ain't just talking about everything that happened back in the day, because everything wasn't litty then. This is the words that they use it now. I'm mid-age, I ain't too old, but watch yourself. Ain't no spring chicken, but ain't no old geezer either. So watch yourself. The faculties still work a little good, baby, But that's what we talk about. Things that goes down in history that's stamped on our minds, and no matter what, no matter how many decades, how many years, a certain fight that's considered a throwback classic, it's always good for conversation. So, I like to do things a little different. And I love the audience to participate because it's always good boxing heads in here with me. So I like the knowledge to be shared. Just don't be entertained by me because I'm the host. I want to be entertained by y'all too. This is how we do over here. Okay? This is how we do. So I don't need too much participation besides y'all presence, but a little more. So how I'm gonna start it off? Cause we not gonna do it this way. I'm gonna let y'all say the first throwback fight that we could talk about. How I'm gonna do that? I ain't gonna throw a name out. I'm gonna just say a year, and I'm gonna give a quick description, and then y'all can go ahead and say, well, back in '86, I remember this classic throwback fight. Boom, 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 boom. Or I can make it easier for y'all. So let's do this. Before we get on with that, let me get my greetings out real quick. Let me see who's up in the building. BVO, my brother, my partner, Bentley. Good morning, bro. Yeah, I know NUA is next, man. I got my brother, C. Ruffin, C. McLean in the building. Yo, man, keep doing what you doing with the amateur boxing, bro. I love it. But yeah, we talking throwback fights, so see Ruffin, I dropped the link. You can come up on it because I know you like talking throwback fights. So let's start it off like this. Okay, to my fellow boxing heads. When we think about 1990, is that too far back for y'all? 1990, the year 1990. We had some great fights out there. What's a fight that happened in the year 1990 that you would consider a throwback classic that boxing fans could never get tired of talking about? Talking about 1990. So what we do, I'm trying to take y'all through a, time travel. I call out the year because I don't want to I want y'all to work with me this morning. I don't want y'all to feed off of the throwback fight, and I want y'all to tell me a throwback fight. So we think in 1990, do we have any? There's a few. Well, I know y'all kind of tired. Y'all drag your feet this morning. So I'm gonna give y'all one. All right, I'm gonna start this off since y'all a little bashful this morning. I understand it's morning time. Some people just waking up. Some people about to go to bed. Okay, so I'll give you one classic fight that would never stop being talked about. And we talking about, I'm going back. There we go. There we go, C. McLean. Let me highlight this real quick. BVO, put that on. Tommy Morrison and Ray Mercer. Yes. And that was 90. That was mid-90s, if I can remember. I'm not going to use no cheat sheet, If the brain can't remember exactly the year, I ain't use no cheat sheet. But yes, Tommy Morrison versus Ray Mercer. Thank you, C. Ruffin. Crazy fight, man. Now, one thing when we talk about throwback fights, right? Because just not too long ago, people were talking about how belts meant something. And, when boxing conversations come up about fights, they say people be talking about the belts being on the line. That's not true. You talk about the fighters. You don't care if it was a title on the line or not. We don't care because there's a lot of fights that wasn't for belts. That damn sure classics. Tommy Morrison and Ray Mercer. We talking about two heavy punchers, people. And I get it. Yes, it's the heavyweight division. Yes. But man, if you remember that fight, like Clarence McLean just put in there, the first one to drop the throwback fight, and y'all acting a little itsy this morning. Maybe some of y'all didn't watch it, but who remember that fight besides myself and my brother C. McLean? That fight was bananas because you knew someone was actually going to get comatose in that fight. And we all know Ray Mercer, man. Ray Mercer was not a merciful person. He was not a merciful man. He was always out there to get you up on out of here. And we know heavyweights, they ain't even gotta throw everything behind. They ain't gotta put everything behind their punches. I mean, because they're big guys. So, it only takes a certain amount of pressure. So they ain't really gotta apply too much pressure, if you understand what I'm saying. But that fight, I mean, when we first heard about the fight, when that fight first was announced, Ray Mercer and Tommy Morrison, and C. McLean probably can add on to it from the chat. When we heard about Tommy Morrison and Ray Mercer getting in the ring, what was the first thing that came to your mind? When you heard about this fight going down, people, what was the first thing that came in your mind? We didn't have the internet back then, but we was talking in households, and at the bars, definitely in the barbershops, out on the stoop, about this fight among boxing fans when this fight was mentioned. And I was like, whoa, Tommy Morrison and Ray Mercer. I said, man, somebody gonna die. This is what I was thinking. I'm like, and I'm not going on no bro code or nothing, because one thing about me, I'm a fair person. I don't do all this shade, complexion, protection. I don't do none of that, because if you're nice, you're nice. If I mess with you, I mess with you. I don't care what the color or the shade of your complexion. That don't matter to me. Yeah, see, man, because that's one thing that I thought. I had the outcome for me. I was like, this fight is going to happen either two ways. Either Ray gonna wind up catching him and clipping him, but if it goes the distance, or go to the cards, I got Tommy Morrison beating him. Now I know something about it. I had Tommy Morrison beating Ray, on points, because Tommy was a little more technical than Ray. I think Tommy was a better boxer than Ray. Ray was just a better fighter, if that makes sense. Because both of these guys can hit, but Ray was just coming in there to kill you. Ray didn't really set everything up. Tommy would set his things up. Use sequence code. Start off with a jab and with a hook. You see what I'm saying? Start off with a jab and with an overhand. Whereas with Ray, he just coming in there, and he coming in there like a tornado. Ray Mercer was always trying to take your head off. Just like how little Pitbull Poodle is, a guy, the only thing he knows how to do is try to get you out of there, can't do nothing else. No slight to my man Ray Mercer, but we know Ray Mercer was not much of a boxer, but damn of a puncher. He's a fighter. He can fight. So long story short, we knew Ray was the better fighter, and we knew Tommy Morrison was the better boxer. Smash the like button or smash the hate button. It doesn't matter. It's all gonna do the same thing. So this fight, I'm like, man, somebody can get knocked out either way. But if it goes to the cards, I'm going to favor Tommy Morrison, because he was a little more technically sound. He would set up and look for his punches and look for traps and things like that, to where Ray, like I said, he just all out tornado. But man, in that fight, all the way up into that fight was gone. Until it was done, I felt hurt. I felt the pain from that fight, because that fight had nothing but meaningful punches from both men. And I mean, Tommy got his thing off. He hitting Ray, bang, bang, bang. Ray come back, hit him with some bang, 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 bang. And it's like, yo, is any of y'all going to use any defense? Somebody, it's too much action going on. It was just too much. And I know y'all like, Plus, what you mean that was too much action, man? That's too much. These dudes, they didn't take a break. They really was throwing these heavy ass hammers at each other nonstop. Ain't too much trying to, reset, pick it back up, set a trap. No, they was getting at it. So in that fight, where we know, like C-Man said, we picked Morrison to win on the cards because he's a better boxer. Now I mean, but man, he can punch too. So when Ray was on him, he's like, oh, damn, Ray gonna get him out of here. But it took a minute because hey, Tommy Morrison had some moments in that fight. So Ray made Tommy fight. Ray got Tommy couldn't box. He had to fight him. But Tommy like, okay, I can't box and set this dude up. Okay, well, I throw these hands and they packing the power. They packing power just as well as you, just as well as yours. So it's gonna give you gotta take one to give one, and that's how that fight was. And then it wound up being over, and the victor was the victor. But damn, both of them men could have easily. Yeah, at the Ray caught him, when Ray finally caught him, because he was catching him, man. They was hitting each other. Every punch that they hit each other with was hurting, man. But when Ray finally caught him, I was like, okay, the fun is over now. Cause ain't that a blip? His last name just happened to be Mercer. I don't know a lot of Mercers. I don't know too many families with the last name Mercer. But I know a few Merciers. But ain't this a blip? It just happened by coincidence that this dude hit the way that he hit, fight the way that he fight, and his last name is Mercer. And he ain't being too merciful. He's one merciless guy, because, man, when it was over, man, he was really trying to put my man in the dirt, as EJ say, put him in the dirt. Put him in the dirt. Like Errol Spence say, man, man, listen, he tried to dirt. He tried to super dirt nap his ass, man. But he got him. But I said, oh my goodness, is Ray Mercer might go to jail after this, man. He trying to melt the man in the canvas. Morning, dear. How you doing? All right? Good. Let's go out here and wake my people up in a couple minutes. I'm gonna put my jacket on to do that while you're here. I'm doing my podcast this morning. We talking about throwback fights. So one of the guys came up with I asked him to pick a throwback fight to talk about. So I know you watch boxing. Remember when Ray Mercer with the white Morrison did? We talk about it. Oh, you did? You got the Joe Louis story on Tubi? That's dope. I'm gonna have to check it out. Yeah. Yeah, but the boxing, it got so many memories. I said, bro, since this is a Tuesday and normally people talk about old school stuff on these Tuesdays or Thursdays, I said I bring up that fight. But Ray Mercer, he was a nasty guy, because once he got you, he was really trying to kill you. Yeah, he was really trying to kill you. Yeah, with that last name, like that, someone is about to get. Yes, man. So it was meant for Ray Mercer to have that last name. To really have that last name, because he was a merciless motherfucker, man. But I mean, and rest in peace to Tommy Morrison, man. Before we talk about another throwback fight, rest in peace to Tommy Morrison. And we spoke about this on BBO not too long ago in the past about the situation that he was supposed to die from AIDS and all that, and he never really had it. So we were just really talking about that. But salute to Tommy Morrison, man, that gave us something to talk about. Tommy Morrison, in the sport that's beloved by a lot of fans. But good morning. But definitely a lot of, us melanated people. I don't like using the word black, because nobody is black. There's no such thing as a black person. You got brown skin. You figure that out later. All right. But, and the man, he had some moments, man, to where he beat some guys. He beat some guys that we thought he wouldn't beat. But it was men are all men back then. But that was a hell of a fight. So let's move on from Tommy Morrison and my man Ray Mercer. If y'all don't remember that fight, man, go back and watch some highlights or go back and enjoy the entire fight in its whole entirety if you're a boxing fan, because, man, it's an awesome fight. It's an awesome fight. I got one for y'all. Of course, if we gonna talk throwback fights, man, of course, if you can't have this conversation without mentioning any of the fights from the Four Kings. So the second fight, we're gonna bring up throwback fight. Throwback fight now. I'm talking about the Four Kings. You could pick one and we could talk about it. Cause it don't matter because, man, they all do the same thing, baby. All do the same thing. Right? So let's go with, I got one for y'all. Good morning, dear. How you doing? All right. A little cool out here this morning. Let's go with Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, the first fight. Let's talk about that throwback fight right there. And if I can remember, somebody tell me if I get the year wrong, because I got some cobwebs on my brain. But that was 83. I think the first fight between Sugar Ray and my man Tommy Hitman Hearns, that was between 81 and 84 somewhere. I know it's somewhere between there. Don't know exactly. But damn, when we talk about throwback fights, something that you could never get tired of talking about. A fight that you could never get bored of talking about. And we know this one, Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, the first fight. Come on, people. Where y'all at this morning? Where y'all at this morning, my beautiful people? We talking throwback fights, a fight that's a throwback. Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, the first meeting between these two kings. When that fight was mentioned, like I said, I think that between 81 and 84. I can't remember exactly how old I was at the time, but it was about somewhere in between those years. Now, when I first heard about that fight, me as a young boy, I did not want to see that fight. I did not want to see Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hitman Hearns. And of course, it's about the best fighting the best. But when two of the best is about to get in the ring with one another, and you are a big fan of both of these fighters, it's hard, man. You can't pick the winner. You can't. And when I heard about this fight, like I said, as a kid, and my uncles, my great-grandpa, shout out to him, gave me a lot of boxing knowledge. When that fight was mentioned, he even said to me, he said, I don't think you should watch this fight. I said, what you mean? He was like, because you're going to be upset. I said, Pop, why would I be upset? I'm about to watch two guys that like fighting each other. He said, yeah, you're going to be upset because one of them are going to lose to the other one. And you're going to be upset because you like them both. And he was correct. When Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns fought their first fight, their first meeting, yeah, man, I didn't know what to do because that fight, classic fight, one of the best fights between two boxing greats out of all the fights that I've seen in my lifetime. We just talked about this fight. In that fight, man, I mean, so many things to say about that fight because, I mean, Sugar was almost out of there, man. Sugar was almost ready to lose that first fight between him and Hitman Hearns. All right? And I mean, through that whole fight, I'm like, I wanted Ray to win. I wanted Sugar Ray to win. I liked him just a little bit more, you know, but it wouldn't have mattered. But man, how Tommy was, Tommy Morris, I mean, Tommy Hearns is out there sticking that jab out there, man. That joint was like a M16, man. I mean, he's sticking it. We talking about a man 6 feet plus, long arms, and can knock you out with a jab. Stop you straight in your tracks, make you comatose, all the good stuff, right? And I had made a little bet with that fight. I think me and my childhood friend, I think we bet GI Joe man or something like that. But I know it had something to do with a toy, and I wind up having to give my damn toy up that I didn't want to give up one of my GI Joe men. I forgot which one it was, but I had to give it up because I lost the bet in the fight. Um, but that fight was a crazy fight. Fight that could have easily people would have paid $90 for. Would have easily paid $90 for that fight because that's how special that fight was. Hell, here we go. And I was like, yo, this man ain't gonna be able to see no more because Tommy Hearns is sticking that jab, and it was like Sugar Ray can't seem to get away from that jab, but every time Tommy was sticking that jab out there like that, you know, Sugar, y'all know what he do. You know, he gonna get his points and stuff, but some fighters have been watching Sugar Ray Leonard for a long time. So what would happen is, you know, around the end of the round or whatever, near the end of the round, here comes Sugar with a flurry. You think you got the round in the pocket because that was happening in that fight. You know, and it's like Tommy be winning a whole round down there. You know, if you gave Tommy that round, and then next thing you know, this dude, he look like he's out. Yeah. Copy. Oh, you can open the door. Yeah, copy. Yeah, so that yeah, Sugar was different. I mean, it's some people clans that call Sugar Ray Leonard the greatest of all time. You hear me? I'm coming down. I'm coming down. I'm in the HLB building. I'm coming in now. Yeah, but Sugar was definitely different, man. And you know, he's a handsome guy. The women liked him. He had a lot of female fans. You know what I'm saying? The women like him and shit. Yeah, well, I mean, you know how the women, don't get hurt, Sugar. Don't get hurt. Watch yourself. You know, Grandma was a big Sugar Ray Leonard fan. So when Tommy was tapping, pop, 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 even though Sugar answered back, but you know, they ain't like Sugar Ray face getting all tagged up like that. His eyes all puffy, looking like he got little golf balls in his eyelids and stuff like that, man. But this dude was a gritty dude. You know, he was hard as they come. You know, very nice looking guy. Had a beautiful smile. Had a smile that light up the sun. You know what I mean? But hey, wasn't nothing sweet about him. Wasn't nothing sweet. He'd give you a sweet lesson. But goddamn, it wasn't nothing sweet about Sugar Ray Leonard, man. He was putting out that damn work. And he let Tom, you know, listen, man, you punching my eyes out. You doing all this, doing that. But man, well, it ain't gonna keep going down like that. You know? Hold on. Good morning. So as we keep talking about these throwback fights here. You know, that was an amazing fight, and then the ending, Sugar wound up coming out on top, but damn near losing half his sight. Incredible. Here you go, bro.
You're a supervisor. You should take a whatchamacallit key and leave the bag in the morning before I leave.
Okay.
You know, because that would be best.
Cool.
Supervisor, so you should be able to take it.
Right, gotcha. It's my man. Yeah, but man, my grandma was going, she was about to cry, man. She seen Tommy Hearns punching Sugar Ray Leonard all in his handsome face like, oh my God. But when he came back at the end, he couldn't tell my grandma a damn thing. You hear me?
No, I felt bad when Terry Norris threw Sugar.
Oh,
My feelings. Hey,
that hurt me. I actually cried. Yes.
Terry Norris beat the brakes.
Yes. Terry Norris. Shout out to Terry Norris, man. We could talk about Terry Norris on these throwback fights too, man, because that was a bad dude. But I didn't want to see him in there with my boy. Now where's the other badge at?
It should be a white badge.
I gave him that one. So what?
Contractor badge.
They are one of the other ones.
It's in that little pocket.
I think I gave that one to the boy downstairs. But yeah, Sugar came back with both of them eyes all messed up. He lost some vision in that fight, people. I think it was about
Just for the call. All the other badges is needed.
well, he's business
You might
badge.
not get in there with those.
Now I'm gonna go get the one from the one that he has downstairs, Rasheen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get his.
I think it's
Listen, I was like, come on, pull it through, but he pulled it through. He pulled through it and wound up coming out on top in that fight. And I said,
came back and whooped Terry Norris.
yeah. I think it was Simon Brown.
Simon Brown.
Yeah, Simon Brown. They fought twice. And I think Simon got Terry Norris good the second time around. Yeah, because the first fight between Terry Norris and Simon Brown, Terry Norris won, but the second fight, Simon got him. Yeah, but yeah, Sugar was different, man. That's one of the co-workers. She said she was just watching the fight when Sugar Ray and Tommy Hearns went down, and Sugar eyes was all puffed up, man. Looked like he couldn't see out of neither one of his eyes. You know, when your eyes get, a certain size of puff or whatever, the ref can stop the fight. But this man said, no, I ain't going nowhere. You ain't nothing gonna stop me. Vision blurry. Man, listen. As long as I can see a silhouette, then I can hit it. Basically, man, all I can see the shadow of this person, I'm gonna be able to hit him. You know what I mean? So that's how that went down. And he stood the test of time, and it's a fight that you can pass down to your family. You doing Johnny Tapia Thursday? All right, cool. Let me see your badge. Let's see your badge real quick. Now he gave Mr. What's name? I gotta go back over here. Thanks. Yeah, all right, cool. I would tap in on that for Johnny Tapia. But man, that fight was amazing, man. Amazing. It's like, yo, how does this even happen? And I mean, just think about it. At the age I was able to experience that as a kid, as a preteen, as an early teen, and you sit here watching two boxing greats go at it like it's the freaking last day on earth. You know what I mean? And listen, matter of fact, all their fights is throwback fights, but we can't cover, throwback fights with like a series of fights. But damn, that was one fight to me that I could always never get tired of talking about. So let's move on to the next one. Do-do-do-do. I'll be right back. The next one I want to talk about. This fight makes me mad though. I'm gonna tell y'all why this next throwback fight makes me mad when I speak on it, because it was one of the highest robberies ever known in sports, period. Not just boxing. Rest in peace. Shout out to one of my favorite top 5 fighters alive, dead or alive. And that would be Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker. And the fight I'm talking about is when he fought and took Chavez to school. Let's talk about it. He took Chavez to school. You understand what I'm saying? Took Chavez ass to school. This man, okay, come over to American soil. This a Mexican wrecking ball. 87-0. 87-0, baby. We talking about Julio Cesar Chavez, considered in a lot of eyes one of the greats, or if not the best Mexican fighter of all time. I have no argument how they do it, but either way, I respect it. We talking about Chavez. Did y'all hear what I just said? We talking about a man that came over here from Mexico, and everybody like, who the F is this dude? We keep hearing about D-Free. D-Free in the building. D-Free, get your ass up here and co-host, man. You know you the co-host of Coffee and Donuts, man. Get up on up here. We talking throwback fights, D-Free. Get on up in here, brother. But, man, and I was like, wait a minute. When I heard about this fight, when I heard about this matchup going down, I said, oh, you know, I was Sweet Pea all day. I wasn't afraid of Chavez like how some people were. Oh man, I don't think he should do that. I don't know, man. That boy, that Mexican boy Chavez, man. He might do something to Sweet Pea. I like Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea better watch himself. Sweet Pea ain't gonna be able to be doing all that slippery stuff he be doing. He ain't gonna be able to be playing around with Chavez. He gonna have to be serious. He gonna have to. He can't even move around. It's just me, brother. Talk about when Chavez and Pernell Whitaker fought. I'm talking about throwback fights. So I'm talking about when Sweet Pea fought Chavez. Yeah. I do a little boxing podcast. That's my favorite sport. Yeah, I was like, man, I don't know. And I'm like, hold on, y'all talking this smack, man, y'all tripping. Watch this. I have faith in my man Sweet Pea. And that fight took place, man, and yo, when I said, man, you would have thought that I got in the ring with Chavez and did my thing. Cause man, let me tell y'all something. A lot of us were scared for Pernell Whitaker, yo. A lot of us were scared. We thought that Chavez was just going in and kill Sweet Pea. That's what we thought. You thought that, I thought that. And that doesn't mean that we was doubting Sweet Pea's skills. That's not the case. Just because what was Chavez doing at the time when we started hearing about this man, you know, and then especially after, you know, Chavez getting the nod with beating Philly's own Meldrick Teller, one of the fastest hands, you know, that I've ever seen in the sport of boxing. You know, after that great fight, which is a throwback fight we can talk about, and we know how that ended. So, you know, everybody like, man, Sweet Pea better watch it, man. Hopefully the same thing with Sweet Pea don't happen, you know what I mean? What happened with You know what Meldrick happened with Sweet Pea. What's going on, Reverend Phil? What's going on? So I'm like, man, listen, we really gonna see where this dude Chavez, we know he can punch. We know that. We know he can fight. We know he can do that. He got his IQ ain't too bad, but we gonna see what he about to do against one of the best minds in the sport of boxing. That's what we about to find out. So I was Sweet Pea all day, and man, he schooled him. Man, yo, he schooled the shit out of Chavez. Had Chavez swinging at nothing but air, and I mean nothing but air. Nothing but air that he was swinging at. And then what happened? People, oh, Sweet Pea better keep moving. He better run out the ring. He better jump on the ropes and jump on the outside ring and jump back in. Yeah, people were saying all that. And then what happened? Sweet Pea said, man, you know what? I done moved around like a ballerina on this dude, you know, making him miss a lot of stuff and all that. Now I'm gonna show everybody what Sweet Pea said. I ain't gonna run. I ain't running from this dude. What? Scared of him. Then Sweet Pea said, you know what? I ain't gonna dance no more. I ain't gonna do no more tap dancing. I'm gonna plant my feet down and stand right in front of this dude, and we gonna get at it. And what happened in that fight, ladies and gentlemen? What happened in that fight? Sweet Pea sat down on his damn feet and and took the Mexican legend to school, baby. To school and schooled him. And then they turn around, people. They turn around and call it a majority draw. A majority draw? I said, ain't no way that was supposed to happen like that. It wasn't supposed to happen like that because he schooled this dude easy. That was an easy fight for Sweet Pea. That was probably one of his most easiest wins. He ain't really had to bust no sweat. He barely took any damage. I mean, he had Chavez looking stupid, lost, and confused. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And it's a fight that we could talk about for ages and pass down from generation and generation and generation. You know? For ages, baby. For ages. And I'm like, yo, look at my man Sweet Pea did the thing. And then they gonna do that to my man? And I was just shaking my head in disbelief. And mind you, I'm an early teen. I was sad. I was sad by the decision because Pernell Winnicott won that fight. And I was so upset, man. I think I cried. I think I cried. Yes.
The fire key?
I got this and the keys.
Oh, you got a badge?
Yeah, I got this. Yep.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, and I was upset. And you know, my cousin was like, man, but it's not a loss on his record. Man, he beat that dude. Cause they was really trying to see the boxing world at the time wanted Chavez to get at 100 wins. And I'm like, come on, man. But I get it, but at least they called it a draw. No, man, it was supposed to have been a loss on Chavez record brought to him Pernell Whitaker. All right. And I was like, man, come on. But it was a very entertaining fight. Because we know you put Sweet Pea in front of anybody, man. He's gonna do his thing. And that was a hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. You couldn't ask for a better fight. But if you put your money on Sweet Pea, you know, you wanted to make out more. You wanted to come up off that fight. And I was like, I was upset. And we talked about that fight for probably a few months. Amongst my peers, we talked about the fights, because a lot of them were saying, so what's going on, Jay Gibb? A lot of them were saying, Sweet Pea beat that dude easy. And I'm like, come on, man. Jay Gibson, give us a throwback fight, man. Yo, what y'all doing? Y'all want me to call out all these throwback fights? Y'all know I'm at work. Help me out a little bit, man. Cause we got a few. What's a throwback fight that you remember? One of your favorite throwback fights? I know BBO got one. He'll bring up a fight about T.O. Hey, you got a T.O. throwback fight? Is any T.O.'s fights considered a throwback classic? I got another one for y'all. Jay Gibson said Cotto and Mayweather. That's a good one too, man. That's a good one too. That was a good fight, Jay Gibson. That was a hell of a fight. For a lot of people, that was the first time they fought. That fight with Cotto is really the first time a few people ever seen Floyd Mayweather bleed. Even though that's not the first time Floyd was drawing blood on him, but for a lot of boxing fans, a lot of people, that was their first time seeing Floyd, bloody. But Floyd got in there with Cotto. A fight that could have went down sooner than what it did, but it still went down at a good time. I'm not mad about the time that fight went down. It was still a good time, and the fight turned out to be a hell of a fight. Didn't think that I would see those two guys fight. Never thought I would see those two guys fight because actually, Cotto and Mayweather were actually fans. They mess with one another like that. Yeah, yep. Hell of a fight. I mean, and people were saying, man, Floyd ain't gonna stand in front of Cotto. Floyd's scared to get hit. What y'all talking about? Everybody gonna get hit. And Floyd showed everybody, listen, I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna get dirty because Floyd, heard some of the fans were the haters. And it was a hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. Yeah, I know Monster's about to fight Marky Dan. What's going on with you, brother? I know he's about to fight, so that's why I was kind of making sure. I know a few people was over there. So it's really not much. Yo, brother, dude, what's going on, dude? Good cook yesterday, man. I appreciate you coming through in the morning, man. But great cook yesterday, man. I know y'all about to watch the fight, so I'm going to roll another 5 minutes because I was talking about throwback fights, and I'm gonna do another part to it because just Ronnie talked about maybe 3. We talking about the 3rd throwback fight right now, and that's Miguel Cotto and and Floyd Mayweather. So we talked about throwback fights. We talked about Tommy Morrison and Ray Mercer. We talked about the first fight between Sugar Ray and Tommy Hearn. So now we on the third fight, and I was asking for family participation, and Marky Dan brought up Cotto and my man Floyd Mayweather as a throwback fight. Yeah, definitely was a great one. But yeah, is Monster about to fight right now? Is his fight up next? Cause I'm about to I'm still at work. Y'all know how I do. I do my coffee and donuts at work. And then that's it. But I do want to check out this Monster Anyway fight. Said Cotto made Mayweather look human. Okay, D3, you need to come up here and DVO, won't you take over for a second? I gotta take a phone call.
Yo, the JBT is back at you with another raffle. This time we'll be giving away an iPad, 10th generation iPad on entertainment in the pocket of your hand. So you wonder, how do you get this iPad? It's only $10. We're giving away block specials for all our prizes this time around. $10 per entry, 3 entries for just $25 to get you in this time. Who don't love a block special? Not only are we giving away an iPad, but it's more gifts. Who don't love gifts? Gifts on top of gifts. Send that money, JBT Network 1, JBT Network 1, JBT Network 1. Now, what you say is the other prizes now? We linked up with Kenichi Bear. Noise canceling headphones from the young brother straight from Baltimore, Maryland. So, if you want an addition to your $10, you get a secondary prize if you don't win the first prize. And then don't forget, we got more. Don't win the first prize, don't win the second prize. Who don't need an air fryer? We're giving away a Ninja air fryer. Get your food right, eat healthy, get right. All on the JBT. $10 once again. I'll get you all of this. Your chance is golden. You got to be in it to win it. If you ain't in it, you don't get no prize. $10, JBT Network 1. Good luck. It's on you.
We really boxing. Who wanted the baddest?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, we boxing, we boxing.
Back. So listen, y'all, I'm about to get up on out of the way. It's near the end of the show. We're gonna do another part 2 to these throwback fights because there was like 5 or 6 more that I wanted to get in. I'm about to get out the way, try to get home, watch anyway, and move out the way and get ready for the next show on the BBO show and the JBT Network roster. So get ready for my man J Hardcore. J Hardcore is coming up in another 30-something minutes in between there. Y'all can sit and watch these fights. I'm gonna try to catch up with this fight right now as we speak, so I'll be able to speak on that fight later on with you guys. But listen, I appreciate y'all coming through this morning for this morning serving of coffee and donuts. We serve throwback fights. We gonna throw another one out there because there's a few more that we didn't talk about, we didn't get to. But with that being said, man, y'all have a blessed day and make sure that you checking out our roster and see where we at throughout the day. So I'm starting the day off for the JBT Network. Up next is my man, Super Brother Jay with the Hardcore Boxing coming to y'all in about another 30 minutes. And yo, BBO, somebody gotta be a winner, man. Take us out. We got to pay these bills, man. Y'all have a blessed one. I see y'all later. Peace.
We really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.